Hi, folks out there in KLA Dual DJ Live with myself and Lab out of KLAB out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We realize it's been a little while. We've both had some things going on behind the scenes. We've had to revamp some things, change some things to the shows. You'll hear us announce what's going on and where we're going to be going from here throughout the night as we are streaming to you live on Hatch.tv, Facebook, YouTube, pretty much all Click and Clapper. So, Lab, how have things been out there in Vegas land?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We had monsoons come through that tried to destroy the town several times, and now we're back to hot.
Yeah, back to hot. Yeah,
Hot,
it was funny. Last night we had a storm come through here. Yeah, last night we had a storm come through here, and as we were having things come in through here, so I sleep with thunderstorm sounds going on, right? So the thunderstorm sounds really just kind of got more intense, and I thought it was coming out of my Alexa. So I kept telling Alexa, hey, stop, hey, turn down. Took me a while to realize, hey, that's not mine.
So we have, I got to bring this up. We have a new user here on Haps who's in the house. He is also, I work with him. He is a real estate agent here in Las Vegas. I work with him.
Okay.
So for you guys who are popping in, Antonio Snow in our little feed there, you guys give him a follow. I do a lot of the drone footage for him, and he goes into these multi-million-dollar homes and showcases them, and then the restaurants and everything else we got going on. Dude, it is him and his girl are absolutely the best hosts for this new TV show and idea he's got going on. You guys give him a follow. Seriously, I'm not joking when y'all say this. You're going to see a lot of what we've been doing over the past 2 weeks. Absolutely fantastic. And he takes all this video and edits it together. So Antonio Snow, thank you for joining in, brother. Love working with you as always. And don't go to sleep, man. We're going to kick this off.
We plan on being here for quite a while.
All right, guys, we're going to kick this off. For those of y'all that are feeling a little sleepy, I'm sorry to hear, but the Sandman is not coming to see you just yet. Don't forget, if you guys got song requests, type them in. We'll get them played. We don't care what the genre is. We play anything. Oh, Sandman for Lynn.
Never land. Something's wrong, shut the light. Heavy thoughts tonight, and they honest the white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and the things that will fight. Well, sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, pray the Lord my soul to take. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. And never mind that, don't you heard? It's just a piece under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light into night, grain of sand. Exit light into night. Take my hand, rock the never land.
Oh, we can hook that up, Knowledge. All right. KLAB Las Vegas, Nevada, 8:41 in the evening. Joining us live, The Laird with KLAI out of New Braunfels, Texas. You guys don't forget to type in your song request out there on Haps or message us out here through the Live 365 app. We will play your songs any genre. We don't care what it is. And yes, absolutely. Great seeing you again, Knowledge. We love everybody joining in. And you guys, make sure you're following Anthony Snow. He's my business partner out here for filming and stuff. I love filming that stuff. Everything he does, man. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, folks, we realize it's been a little while. We've both had some things going on behind the scenes, as we described earlier. For those of you who don't know, those of you who are just tuning in, especially out there in Radio Land, I've had some major changes go on. I actually now no longer have a go-to-work job. My job now is to stay at home. So guess what, folks? That means not only do I get to stay at home and work, but that means I get to do a lot more stuff with the radio station. So you're going to see a lot more and a lot more new stuff coming your way.
Absolutely.
Coming up over here on KLAI. We have The Pretty Reckless with Witches Burn.
Hey, stop that.
Welcome back to the days of old, where the men are men and the women are souls. Unwilling sacrifice, I'll fuck you for a price. They kill them young so they never get old. They lock the doors and pull down the shades. After the dark, they are always afraid. But I go out at night, I won't apologize. There's a price I'll pay for this I'll burn. For this I'll burn. One thing I've learned, you'll get turn. All witches burn. All witches burn. All witches burn. Don't know much about a pagan god. If you think you're better than me, I know you're not. But I'll do what you say. I'm learning to obey. Down on my knees when you call me a dog. Till I get close enough for a blade. Stick it in, then I'll spit on your grave. I'm smiling all the while. You won't be at the trial, but there's a price I'll pay for this suburb. For this suburb. One thing I've learned, you'll get your turn. All witches burn. All witches burn. All witches burn. Down and down and down we go. Scatter the ashes in the shape of a soul. The dark will have its day. There's a price I'll pay for this suburb. For this suburb. One thing I've learned, you'll get your turn. All witches burn. 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 All witches burn.
All right, folks, that was All Witches Burn by the Pretty Reckless out here in KLAI here in New Braunfels, Texas. I am the Laird. I am back on the air as we are doing a special Dual DJ Live. We're going to be moving these times back, folks. Make sure you pay attention to the times that we've got going on with my new job that I've started. It makes it a little bit easier for us to push the time back. So we'll be coming at a more convenient time for those of you who have little ones at home that, especially there on the West Coast, I think we were coming in at what, like 7 o'clock on the old schedule, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
You know, that's a little hard to make certain things like Masticators Anonymous and Dual DJ Live when you're trying to put the kids to bed and trying to eat dinner and get all that stuff together. So it'll be more convenient for those of you on the West Coast and still convenient for those of you that are on the East Coast, as it will still be later. Plenty of time for you to catch those late night shows and then tune in for Dual DJ Live or on Wednesdays, Masticators Anonymous.
Yeah, that was definitely not a kid-friendly show by no means.
Oh, good no.
Good.
Well, neither one of them technically.
Yeah, neither one of them technically when it comes down to it. All right, you guys, coming at you next. J. Cole, Pride is the Devil. Requested music right here on Haps.
Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. Think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. Yeah. Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void. And when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Yeah. Bright lights pass me in the city, it's emergency. I'm thankful cause I made it past my 30s, no one murdered me. Still remember vividly the nigga that pulled a gun on me. I'm petrified but moving like I got no sense of urgency. Pride make a nigga act way harder than he really be. Pride hide the shame of sin and cut off all utilities. Pride hide the pain of growing up in hell and poverty. Pride make a nigga feel a way that you won't follow me. Make a nigga flash 1,000 like he hit the lottery. Make a baby mama make shit harder than it gotta be. Make you have to take the bitch to court to see a prodigy. Make you have to use your last resort and pull a robbery. Pride be the reason for the family dichotomy. Got uncles and some aunties that too proud to give apology. Slowly realizing what the root of all my problems be. It got me feeling different when somebody said they proud of me. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And it left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. Yeah.
Hello, sis. Thank you for joining in.
To fill the void, and when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Terrified, paranoid, I put you over everything to fill the void, and when you're gone, will I have anything or will I be destroyed? Yeah. Too much money to count, what's the amount? 10 of a bounce, I gotta pay a nigga to add it up. Then pay somebody to make sure whatever amount he say, I'm back it up. Direct, I'm right, I'm racking up, stacking up. You reaching or acting up. Break it down, weigh it up, now back it up. Make a 5 of mine, that's regular. Nigga playing with us, that's negative. Go back to start, that's never. I'm a boss, my closet leather. Ain't no off days on my schedule. As long as I live, we live forever. So my twin and shit get better. These niggas that slip, let me ahead of. Got my feet up, I pay 70 bands to have sex on the jet. I don't need them, that shit in the past. I'm feeling like what's next. Got my speed up, foot out on the gas, just not a CA vet. I can beat them, I believe in me. Just tell me what's the bet. All my pride gone, had to lose it all, then I got rich. I own 5 homes, glad some of this shit starting to make sense. I'm staying hella focused, and I can't forget the bigger picture. I can't even hold you. I didn't have shit, I won't forget it. Will I be destroyed? Come to me with everything, it's starting to get annoying. I'm addicted to promethazine, it's crazy, I know it. All this money coming in, it drive me crazy, not destroy. I'll be crazy if I blow it. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil. And it left so many R.I.P. Pride is the devil. I think it got a hold on me. Pride is the devil.
All right, J. Cole, Pride is the Devil, and you're right, we are back. MG in the house. Woo! Lots of love to MG. My sister Teresa joining in. Not yet, Teresa. That's something we'll be ordering here. It'll take a few days to get in, but yes, everything's set up and aligned. And that beautiful ride that we had out on Saturdays inspired me. I've actually been sitting behind the iPad in final draft writing a new script for a new short film. It was totally inspiring. Ooh, yes. New short film coming up soon. I will tell you that it involves a ghost of a Native American Indian, a Navajo. I will tell you guys that much.
There we go. A little bit of insight into those screenplays that the multi-talented lab out there in Las Vegas, Nevada is currently taking on. There we go. For some reason, the levels were coming in way over modulated on my side. I had to adjust that real quick. But anyways, like we were saying, yeah, it was the ghost. See what happened? You mentioned a ghost, and it came all the way down here to Texas to bother me. You see how that went?
It's the ghost of the machine, man.
Yeah, there we go. All right, folks. So what we have coming up here next is we have a special request coming in all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. From Lynn Melton, this is Avril Lavigne's Bad Girl.
Just lay your head in daddy's lap, you're a bad girl.
Hey, hey, I let you walk all over me. You know that I'm a little tease, but I wanna pretty please. You know I'm crazy. I just wanna be a baby. You can fuck me, you can play me. You can love me, you can hate me. Miss me, and now you wanna kiss me. Show me, show me, be my hero. I've been a don't you know? Tell me what you do. Come on now, always just do it. Only you here we go. Miss me, and now you wanna kiss me. Baby, you know I want a little taste. So let me take you all the way. You know you'll never be the same. You find me back. One night, you won't forget the rest of your life. So come on over to the wild side. Buckle up, baby, hold on tight. Miss me, and now you wanna kiss me. We both know that you love me 'cause I'm so good. Show me, show me, be my hero. I've been a bad girl, don't you know? Come on now, always just do it. Only you know, here we go.
Bad.
That was Avril Lavigne's Bad Girl coming to you from KLAI here in the New Braunfels, Texas. So, Lab, what is going on over there? Do you have any interesting events or anything like that coming up in Vegas? I know you guys are finally open, so.
Well, we're open. However, the mask mandate indoors just went back in place. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. They don't care. So the mask mandate is back. Not really a whole lot going on yet around town, but things are trying to get back to normal. Of course, they just announced that they're working on the parking problem and traffic problem at Allegiant Stadium. And I scratched my head and said, don't you think you should have done that back when you built the damn thing? Way to go, Vegas. Wait until the last minute to do things.
You know better than to ask them. You know better than to ask them to make sure that they plan that kind of stuff ahead of time. These are elected officials now.
Pretty much, you know, I mean.
Well, we don't have a whole lot going on around here. We don't have a whole lot going on around here. We are finally getting back to normal as far as the different outside venues and all that kind of stuff goes. Green Hall, which is just down the road from me, which, you know, Willie Nelson's there all the time. We finally got a lot of live music and all that kind of stuff back. However, I was just reading in Revolver magazine here that next February 16th through the 21st, there's going to be a Lunacy Beach concert and cruise that'll take off from Miami, Florida and go to Harvest Caye in Belize. The headliners are going to be folks like Rob Zombie, Chevelle, Blackstone Cherry, New Year's Day, and Amigo the Devil, as well as Mastodon and a few other people. Okay. That's a little bit for those heavier kind of rock and roll folks out there. But it looks like I've been looking into the cruise and all that kind of stuff. It's done on Norwegian Pearl, so it's actually pretty affordable, really. It looks like they're going to charge about $1,400 all inclusive, and that gets you everywhere. You just got to make sure you got your passport and all that kind of stuff to be able to get around. So book those dates for next year, folks. February 16th through the 21st. Take off with Norwegian Pearl on a special rock and heavy metal cruise.
That sounds like a really great cruise with a great lineup. I might have to do that one.
Oh yeah.
I just might have
Yeah,
to
that
do
one, the ones that I got there that I just announced, those are going to be the ones that are going to be at Lunacy Beach. And that's Lunacy spelled Lunasea. Going to be the ones that actually form on Lunacy Beach. I believe Mastodon, Blackstone, Jerry, and another like 3 groups are also going to be performing on the ship between destinations, and then they also have comedy and all kinds of other stuff going on. But like I said, that $1,400, that's all inclusive. That's room, food, drinks, except for alcohol that you get for all that. So
that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I like it.
No. Nope, that's what I thought when I was reading. I was like,
All right, this next one is going out to MG, who's been in a bit of a dark place. But I would say, MG, that me and Godsmack want you to always remember good times and the bad times, they go hand in hand.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. And now I've reached that age, I try to do all those things the best I can. No matter how I try, I find my way into the same old jam. Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. When a woman left home for a grown-up man, and I still don't seem to care. 16, I fell in love with a girl as sweet as could be. She only took a couple of days till she was rid of me. Swore that she would be all mine and love me till the end. But when I whispered in her ear, I lost another friend. Oh, good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. When a woman left home for a bright-eyed man, and I still don't seem to care. Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. When a woman left home for a bright-eyed man, and I still don't seem to care. I know what it means to be alone. I sure do wish that I was home. And I don't care what my neighbors say. I'm gonna love you each and every day. You can feel the heat within my heart. Real sweet baby, we ain't never gonna part. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's Godsmack coming at you. And you're right, Knowledge. You are right. There is no try, only do.
there is do or do not. There is no try.
That's it, right there.
little bit of Star Wars for those of you folks out there. All right, folks, coming up here over on KLAI, we have another request coming in all the way from Indianapolis, Indiana. Here is We the Kings, Just Keep Breathing.
When heaven seems so far away and dreams are just a memory, without the dark the light won't show. Remember that you're not alone. When you watch the world just turn away and break the promises made, when love is all too hard to hold, just take a breath and let it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Too young, too tired to sleep, when what you want's not what you need, and when these walls don't feel like home, remember that you're not alone. The beginning is just another end. It's not too late to start again. When hope is all too hard to hold, just take a breath and let it go. Whoa, whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. And when heaven seems too far away and dreams are just a memory, when love is all too hard to hold, just take a breath and let it go. Let it go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just keep breathing, breathing, breathing.
Turn that over. All right, folks. That was Just Keep Breathing by We the Kings. That was a nice little calm down song, which I think we all need from time to time. And that was a very good request out there. Everybody thank Lynn for requesting that.
Yep.
And we got requests coming in over here on Clapper right now. I'll go ahead and plug that one in for you there, Melissa. And for those of you who are over on Clapper tuning in on my live here, go ahead and jump on that haps.tv and see us over here. You can see myself and Lab as we bring this to you, or Facebook, or on YouTube. Hell, pick a social platform. We're on all of them now.
We're everywhere.
Pick one, you can see us, and then you can interact with us because through the Haps app, we're presenting it on the computer. So therefore, if you want to talk to us, it's a lot easier than us trying to have to interrupt the music. We found out that this platform's a lot better than us trying to talk over the music to answer those of you. All right. But I will do everything I can to put something on for Skillet there for you there, Melissa. Lab, what do we got up next coming out of KLAB there in Vegas?
Well, first of all, coming up next, we have to make the announcement that my sister is toasted. She's playing around with those weed cookies. I do remember there's a rule of thumb to making weed cookies. I discovered this about 15 years ago myself when I had a pound of weed sitting around and I had already decided to smoke a bowl before making the cookies. Needless to say, I sat there and I put a little bit, I put, a good tablespoon into my cookie mix and I stirred it up and then I just sat there, kind of faded out. And then I go, oh shit, I forgot to add the weed. And I put another tablespoon in and I kept doing this till about half of my bag was in that cookie batter. So needless to say, it only took one bite of a cookie to screw you up for the entire damn day. So rule of thumb, make the cookies when you're high. And I noticed earlier that Knowledge had made mention that he had a crush on Avril when he was younger. And I have to admit, I had a crush on Avril as well. But you know who my big one was growing up? I tell you what, every movie, hey, I ain't that damn old. But every movie she was in, I made sure to watch. And her name just rolls off my tongue to this very day. It even makes me think of going down on a girl and just having fun. And that is a little bit of Fall Out Boy. Uma Thurman.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. The stench of summer sex and CK eternity. Oh hell yes, you find me down to the smallest I can be. Put your venom in me. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. Oh, keep you like an oath. Nothing but death do us part. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, and I can't get you out of my head. The blood of the Lamb is worth 2 lions, but here I am, and I slept in last night's clothes. And tomorrow's dreams, but they're not quite what they seem. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle. Oh, keep you like an oath. Nothing but death do us part. Find a way, make death find you alive. Take me down the line, Gem City, we turn the tide. Find a way, make death find you alive. Take me down the line, Gem City, we turn the tide. She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess. She wants to dance like Uma running and I can't get you out of my head. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle, work a miracle. Oh, 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 keep you like an oath. Ain't nothing but death do us part. I can move mountains, I can work a miracle, work a miracle. Oh, oh, keep you like an oath. Ain't nothing but death do us part.
Oh yeah, some
Got those guys out there in Vegas playing a little bit of the Fallout Boy there, I see. A little bit obsessed with the Uma Thurman there back in the day.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, who can resist, that infamous
How old is she,
scene?
by the way?
I'm not even sure how old she is now, but the one scene
She's got to be in her late 50s, right?
Probably around her 40s or 50s. She still looks hot. So, but I remember, that infamous scene in the movie where she rises up out of the clamshell. Remember that? All naked, just her hair and things.
Although I remember mostly from Kill Bill. That's where I really got to know her, because that was about the time frame that I was actually paying attention to people.
Yeah. Oh no, man! I was a kid when Time Bandits came out, and trust me, that made me pay attention.
Oh yeah, I imagine it did. Get you standing up on end there a little bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. I think that was the first time I realized that girls were yummy.
Yeah, there you go. It always starts somewhere. I
think that started.
I'm trying to think of when I realized that. I think I was about in 7th or 8th grade when I started realizing, or at least paying attention to that kind of stuff. I'm trying to remember. Now, of course, in movies, I couldn't tell you how many, you had different, oh gosh, because I came up in the 80s. So, and 90s. So, I mean, there was quite a bit of stuff out there that they were really getting away with from the, the MAPP or MAR? What's the name of the rating agency?
That's the MPAA.
MARA or
no, MPAA.
MPAA. That's what it is. I knew it had 2 letters.
Yeah.
Association of America. That's what it is. But in all honesty, I think I was probably about 13. Yeah, about 13, 14 years old. And I think everybody remembers now this particular individual. She wasn't too attractive in and of herself. What made her attractive to me was the fact that she was a total badass in the only movies I ever saw her in. And that was Sigourney Weaver when she was in Alien. You got that whole scene towards the end where she's just wearing the tank top and the underwear and all that stuff. That was about when I started noticing. I was like, hey, wait a minute. And after that, hell, she had just kicked that alien's ass. So, I mean.
Yeah. Uma Thurman, she started my love for clam chowder.
And the bearded clam.
That's right. There we go.
But there was also other dreams that the Laird had when he was a young guy, way before he started KLAI. And I think that a lot of kids, at least from where I was from, they all wanted to be this as well. Here's Blackstone Cherry with White Trash Millionaire.
Trans Am in primer paint. Nobody taught me I was born this way. No silver spoon to feed a 401k. On Bourbon Street, the girls are screaming, they're calling out my name. I want to be a white trash millionaire. Ain't your cash and kiss my ass. The whole damn world gonna know I've been here. Got 2 zigzags and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. White trash, millionaire. Some got a castle, a Mercedes-Benz, big time appointments and all their fake friends. So tell me that it's good as it gets. On the couch on the floor, smoking left-handed cigarettes. Be a white trash millionaire. Ain't got money, but I don't care. Count your cash and kiss my ass. The whole damn world's gonna walk from nowhere. White trash, millionaire. Get 'em up high. Now we're gonna go from side to side, front to back, back to front, front to back. Here we go, here we go. I wanna be a white trash millionaire. Ain't got much and I don't care. Count your cash and kiss my ass. The whole damn world's gonna know I've been here. Got 2 zigzags and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. White trash. White trash, millionaire. Ain't got much and I don't care. Count your cash and kiss my ass. Whole damn world gonna know I'm in here. 2 zigzags and you know I'll share. I'm everyone from nowhere. White trash, millionaire.
A little bit of white trash millionaire. Like I said, that's something that when I was a kid, we were all trying to be those white trash millionaires.
White trash millionaire. That's what I want to be, a white trash millionaire.
So far, I've got 2 of those 3 words going for me. So,
yeah, you know, same here, same here. Actually, I don't care what color it is as long as I'm a millionaire. I'll be trash no matter
this
what.
is true.
I'm sure
It's all green at the end, anyways.
Yeah, it's all green at the end. I mean, you know, these multi-million-dollar neighborhoods, they wouldn't like me moving in anyway. They'd be protesting me. All right, so coming at you next, we got more music. First, Drew, I know you're out there. I know you're listening. We do not do show tunes anymore. There's a recent change with the FCC and Hollywood, and probably because they're lacking the money right now due to all the pandemic, but show tunes of any kind we can no longer play. So you got to pick something else there. All right, coming at you next, requested from online, My Immortal. Woo.
I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, but you still manipulating mind. Now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face it haunts my once pleasant. Your voice it chased away all the sanity in me. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. I held your hand through all these years. You still all I tried so hard to tell myself that you're gone, but though you're still with me, I've been You cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. And you scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. I held your hand through all of these years. You still all of
Hey guys, something's been on my mind lately, and I'm gonna go.
All right, all of me, Evanescence, my immortal.
Gotta love Amy Lee. She's such an awesome singer. I'm just over here catching up on what we got going on over here in the comments section. Also checking up here on Clapper. If you are on Clapper right now and you want to see Lab as well as me, go ahead and click on over to that haps.tv and you can check us out. You can communicate with us over there. If you don't want to jump on Haps because you got way too many other social medias, we understand. We get it. But guess what? We also stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. Heck, you can even find us on Twitter. Yes, we're everywhere. We're invading everything. That's how we take over the world. Anyways, so folks, like I said, if you're over there on Clapper, go ahead and jump onto one of those other.
Yeah, and good day, Mike. To
what was
DJ.
that, Lab? I think I walked on.
Oh, I was just saying good day, Mike.
Hey,
to DGK coming at us out of the line down under.
We got one from a tucker down under, do we? So anyways, folks, like I was telling you, go ahead and jump on another one of those social media web platforms, whichever one you choose. It doesn't really matter. You can find us on there. Just look for the Laird, KLAI Radio, and you'll be able to find us, watch us, see us both. You know, I mean, not much has changed. I mean, we're still just as ugly as we were before. There's a reason we do radio and not TV. But we're still having a lot of fun over here. Also, for those of you out there that are on Haps or on one of the other platforms that is communicating with us, make sure you put in your requests so that we know what it is that you want to play. When we do these dual DJ lives, it is any genre except for recent ruling from the courts for DMCA saying there is no longer allowed to be show tunes played. So any of your favorite theme songs from television, movie soundtracks we can still get away with, but any show tunes or anything like that, we can no longer play. Okay, so took away a little bit of our fun, but you know what? we're still going to have all kinds of fun. Why? Because we're here. And Lab, I probably should have given you a little bit of warning before this one came across, because I know you got a particular individual over there who really likes to sing this particular sound of silence that we have coming up, so he may start getting all pissy if we don't get him out there. But for those of you out there in Radio Land and out there on HAPS,
okay,
coming in across internet request. Uh-oh.
Yeah, before you play it, you better let me.
Lab, you tuned out there. I think
Okay, you better don't play it yet. Let me grab him because he's going to be thoroughly pissed off if we don't.
Yeah, we can't piss off old Pennywise there. For those of you who don't know, this is another reason why you need to tune in over on Facebook, YouTube, pick a social media platform. It doesn't matter if it's Twitter. Heck, I'm on Reddit now, as a matter of fact. We're all over the place. You can just look for us. We're streaming everywhere. You jump on and you'll be able to see a Pluppet created by Lab himself. This is a makeup of Pennywise. And, he has certain talents he likes to showcase on certain songs that we do play over here. We also got another Pluppet that we like to mess with, or at least I like to mess with. I may give him a break tonight. I don't know. It depends on how the night goes or something like that. But, oh, good Lord, there he is. Man, he is scary. Scary.
Everybody. Hello, Penny.
All right, folks. Here it is. This one's for Pennywise. This one's for all you Disturbed fans out there. Here is the sound of silence.
Oh, goody.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its scenes while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my dream still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a
Greenland.
Return my color to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw
10,000 people, maybe more.
People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs, and voices never shared, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words and I might teach you. Take my arms and I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops fell. In the signs and the words on the prophets are written on the subway walls, tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
Some good old sound.
All right, folks, that was Disturbed. That was Disturbed's good old Sound of Silence. You know, we love that tune over here. You know, that's one of the, that is not one, that is the best. And I know that's all opinion based, but it is the best version of that particular song that I've ever heard. I know that a lot of people, I know Lab, you agree with me, and a lot of people out there would agree with me on that one. But I do want to address something over here that we've had going on in the comments section during that whole song. You know, there I see that there is a movement to establish MySpace. You remember that old stuff back then? I think it was back about 2007.
Yeah, I remember MySpace from a long, long time ago in a land far, far away.
In a galaxy far, far away. But the funny thing is, though, MySpace kind of actually still today, and Lab, I'm pretty sure you might know this, you may not, I'm not sure. I mean, I just discovered it again probably about, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. But MySpace has actually moved into mostly just a music and artist showcase. I'm actually over there on it still. Of course, I remember back when you used to be able to code your own backgrounds and put codes in from you. I mean, it was basically a coder's paradise. If you could code anything at all, you could have a great page on MySpace. But like I said, now it is mostly get a lot of indie artists out there, people trying to push their music, people trying to do stuff like that. Hey, this old man joined us over on Clapper.
Right on.
But it is very it's very music based now. I'm not on a whole lot because even though it has been revamped into a music sector, it is still being overshadowed by apps like, well, Flat Out, Clapper, TikTok, my Facebook still. But if you are a music fan, which if you're listening to this, you probably are, I would definitely suggest going and checking it out, see what's going on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'd heard that it became a music-based platform. I have not been around it in a very long time. I haven't checked it out yet. But coming up next, y'all, in the words of Chris Rock in The Fifth Element, commercial. For years, our country has been seeking a reliable resource for our veterans. At continuethemission.net, we are that resource, consisting of over 640 thoroughly vetted resources in several different categories. Continue the Mission has the information you need. At Continue the Mission, we are taking our mission one step further and producing a handbook for everyone titled Continue the Mission, We the People Handbook, being released Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. Author and founder Greg C. Cummings gives insights into topics such as the United States Constitution and government, forming and maintaining constitutional groups and parties, reparations, and homesteading. The list goes on and on. You can purchase your copy of Continue the Mission, We the People's Handbook on the website at continuethemission.net, as well as other reputable retailers such as Barnes & Noble and Amazon. Once again, this book will be available for purchase Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021.
Sermo, spelled CRMO, is a rare bone disease affecting children and adults. Due to its rarity, there is little research, no cure, and little is known as to what causes Sermo. In its most severe form, Sermo can be disabling in areas like the knees, spine, and collarbone. Many parents struggle with expensive medical bills because a lot of treatments are not FDA approved and most are experimental. But you can help by visiting crmofoundation.org. That's sermofoundation.org. or Kyla's Comfort, KAILASKOMFORT.org to donate or learn more about Sermo.
All right, KLAB Radio, live Las Vegas, Nevada, 9:40 in the evening with KLAI out of New Braunfels, Texas. Coming at you next, we're going to switch gears to a little bit of Randy Travis, requested from Drew out of Utah, forever and ever. Amen.
Yeah.
You may think that I'm talking foolish. You've heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I feel for you always will be. Well, you're not just time that I'm killing. I'm no longer one of those guys. As sure as I live, this love that I give is gonna be yours until the day that I die. Oh baby, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, I'll be happy to tell you again. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. They say time takes its toll on the body, makes the young girl's brown hair turn gray. Well, honey, I don't care. I ain't in love with your hair, and if it all fell out, well, I'd love you anyway. They say time can play tricks on memory, make people forget things they knew. But it's easy to see, it's happening to me. I've already forgotten every woman but you. Oh darling, I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather, as long as old women sit and talk about old men, if you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, amen. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, amen.
All right, folks.
All right,
A little bit of
Randy
Randy Travis
there.
coming out of KLAB. Coming out there of KLAB out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, we always have a lot of fun when we do these shows. We got a lot of really good fans out there, and I know that we've been gone for a little bit of time taking care of some things on the back burner. Lab's had some things happen in personal life. I've had some things happen in personal life. Rianne on Masticators Anonymous has had some things going on in their personal life. It's really kind of put us off for almost a month. Is that about right, Lab?
That's about right now.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that I mentioned earlier is that I now have the opportunity where I'm going to be working at home. Okay. Which also has had people ask me, hey, now that you get to work from home, because I was really secretive about what I did when I wasn't working at home due to the details of the contract that I was on. So I keep getting all these questions about, hey, what is it that you did? What is it that you did before? What was the job that you had? Well, now that I'm no longer on that contract, I can actually disclose what it was that I did. So for those of you that were curious about what it was that I did, not that it's anything like super top secret or anything like that, because it's not, but due to sensitivity of the situation that I was in, I can tell you that my former job was I was a contracted special deputy U.S. Marshal. And what I was responsible for was I was responsible for the judicial protection of federal judges in and around Western Texas. Okay. So, given my degenerative disc disease and a few other ailments that I have, unfortunately, I'm no longer able to continue in that capacity, and I had to leave said contract. Now, I have a contract where I am working at home, which works out great for me, works out great for you, works out great for Lab even, because now we have more time and I'm easier to get a hold of because now I'm not driving all over the western half of Texas trying to protect a judge from people. Okay.
Yep.
So,
Well,
also, folks, something else I wanted to mention. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I have to take a brief moment here to apologize. I see the comments coming in from MG. She's evaluating her current romantic relationship, and that's my fault. It's all my fault. I'm so hot, she just can't stand it. There's my joke of the night.
There you go. Well, there is a reason why your logo has the sun on it. You know, I mean,
that's it right there. You know,
it's the only person in Vegas that can contain all that hotness.
That's it right here, right here.
All right, folks, we've chit-chatted long enough. Coming up next, the Laird has some good music, as usual, coming from you on KLAI. This one coming from Holocene, and this is something that a lot of us, especially on social media, are trying to become. We're trying to all be popular monsters.
Yeah. I wake up every morning with my head up in a daze. I'm not sure if I should say this, fuck, I'll say it anyway. Everybody tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. I don't know if it's a phase, I just wanna feel okay. Yeah, I battle with depression, but the question still remains. Is this post-traumatic stress or am I suppressing rage? And my doctor tries to tell me that I'm going through a phase. Yeah, it's not a fucking phase, I just wanna feel okay. Okay, yeah, I struggle with this bullshit every day, and it's probably cause my demons simultaneously rage. It obliterates me, disintegrates me, annihilates me. I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer, I'm a body monster. I break down, falling into love, and now it always apart. I'm a body monster. I think I'm going nowhere like a wrapped up in a maze. Every wall that I knock down is just a wall that I replace. I'm in a race against myself, I try to keep a steady pace. How the fuck will I escape if I never close my case? Oh my god, I keep obsessing every second that I waste is another second sooner to a blessing I won't take. But my therapist will tell me that I'm going through a stage. Yeah, it's not a fucking stage, I just wanna feel okay. Okay, motherfucker, now you got my attention. I need to change a couple things, cause something is missing. And what if I were to lie, tell you everything is fine every single fucking day? I get closer to the grave, I am I don't sleep on the weekend. Crash my car just to feel bad. Searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer, I'm a body monster. We're sick inside of wondering, praying to a God that you don't believe. We're searching for the truth in the lost and found. So the question I ask is, what the fuck is your God? Cause I'm about to break down, searching for a way out. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer, I'm a body lord, monster. Break down, falling into love now, we're falling apart. I'm a body lord, monster. I'm a liar, I'm a cheater, I'm a non-believer, I'm a body lord, monster.
That was Holocene Popular Monster coming to you from KLAI here in New Braunfels, Texas. You know, I'm looking at the comments we have over there, and yes, that is a wild song. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite ones from that particular group. Once again, that is Popular Monster by Holocene or Halocene, depending on how you pronounce it. It depends on what part of the country you're in, I guess.
I would agree. The only question is, which side is which? And yes, MG, I love you too. And of course, if you came up here to Vegas, you and I could very easily be living on love.
Good one.
Two young people without a thing say some vows that spread their wings and settle down to just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style. She just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. It's like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get enough, living on love. Two old people without a thing, children gone, but still they sing, side by side in that front porch swing, living on love. He can't sue anymore. She can barely sweep the floor. Hand in hand, they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much when you get it done, living on love. You're living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing It's like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough, living on love. No, it doesn't take much, and you get enough, living on love.
Living on Love, Alan Jackson.
Folks, a little bit of the Alan Jackson coming out of KLAB out there in Las Vegas, Nevada. Once again, folks, we play anything on these dual DJ lives. You tell us what it is that you want to hear. Doesn't matter how obscure it is. We'll try our best to find it. But once again, folks, given recent federal court rulings, for no tunes anymore. We can still play the soundtracks from music or from movies. However, we ain't going to be playing none of those winds rolling over Oklahoma or whatever all them tune songs are, you know, that Glee stuff and all that. We can't put that out there anymore. That stuff's now taken out of our repertoire.
Yeah, no
as we don't have
Island,
a very
no Green
large
Acres.
repertoire. I mean, ripping. Oh, Green Acres. No Bonanza, no Laramie, no Gunsmoke for those older crowd out there.
None of that stuff anymore.
But coming up next, we have a band. But coming up next here on KLAI, we have a band that is coming all the way out. This is one of those. Let's see, where are they from again? Not Finland. What's that one that's next to Finland? Oh, yeah, that's right. Norway. This is a Norwegian band that a lot of people haven't heard too much of. Those who are really into particular areas of music and this particular music genre will know this name. Coming up here, we have Volbeat's The Devil's Bleeding Crown. Maybe. Play. Okay, what's going on here? Uh-oh. Computer froze up.
Uh-oh. Computer froze
There
up.
it goes. There we go.
Falling from the sky to cast them from the heavens light. Drenching the soil with blood, the baptist in the fire. The devil's fire no longer breathes. Descending angels and fallen kings. Raise your hands, what do you hold? The devil's bleeding crown. Call upon us on the blast of the woman I saw. Take him to us to riding and the sample of your eye. The devil's fire no longer breathes. Descending angels and fallen kings. Raise your hands, what do you hold? The devil's bleeding crown. mercy, 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 oh mercy, please. Down, down, down. Down below, you can hear us digging through the ground. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. The honey one is back and he wants his drown. The devil's fun no longer breathes. Descending angels and fallen kids. Raise your hands, what do you hold? The devil's spirit crown.
That was Volbeat, the Devil's Bleeding Crown. I want to make a correction. I said they were a Norwegian band, and I was wrong, and I knew I was wrong when I said it. They are actually Danish. They are Danes. So I apologize for that one, folks.
They are Danish. They are a bear claw.
Yes, they are.
So I see in the chat over there, we're talking about the remake of Red Dawn, perhaps over that wonderful little sound I threw out there. But here's an interesting fact about that remake. They decided that the original invading army was not a good idea, being that however many billions of Chinese would not want to watch them in the theater get their ass kicked. So they changed it to North Korea at the last minute. It was originally supposed to be China as the invading army.
Like I said, it wouldn't matter. They'd all get their ass kicked.
Yeah, but for Hollywood, you know, they took a poll and Chinese people were not willing to go to the movie theater and watch a movie where they get their ass kicked.
Well, it's just like, what was that movie that they pulled that Seth Rogen and James Marsden were in?
The Interview.
Was it Marsden? Yeah, The Interview that they had where they killed Kim Jong-un, I think. Yeah, it was still Kim Jong-un at the time.
Yep.
Where they were reporters and they had to go in and their mission was to kill the dictator and all that. I remember them pulling that because, God, that was I think Obama was still in office, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But I remember them pulling that movie because word got back to North Korea and they were threatening attacks and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah. They actually hacked Paramount over that whole thing. Their little hackers did their thing and hacked Paramount because they were so pissed off about it. It's amazing what people around the world get pissed off about. You know, it's kind of like, you know, everybody else gets pissed off on drawings of Muhammad and this and that and the other. And it's like, you know what? Smoke a bowl, take a chill pill, and throw on some requested.
Mm-hmm.
Ball with the ball. The midnight glancers and the topless dancers, the gander freaks, cars packed with speakers, the G's with the 40s and the chicks with beepers, the northern lights in the southern comfort, and it don't even matter if your veins are punctured. All the crackheads, the critics, the cynics, and all my heroes at the methadone clinics. All you bastards at the IRS, for the crooked cops and the cluttered desks, for the shots of Jack and the caps of meth, half pints of love and the fists of stress, for the hookers all tricking out in Hollywood, and for my hoods of the world misunderstood. I said it's all good and it's all in fun. Then get in the pit and try to love someone. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send the drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send the drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send the drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send the drop the boogie. For the time bombs ticking in the heads they hang, all the gangs getting money in the heads to bang bang. Wild Mustangs, the porno flicks, all my homies in the county in cell block 6. The crits when they're raining up eggs cooked, at the DB Cooper and the money he took. You can look for answers, but that ain't fun. Now get in the bed and try to love someone. With the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send up, drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send up, drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send up, drop the boogie. Ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 send the boogie, send up, drop the boogie. And for the hate, and for the pain.
Oh yeah, little Kid Rock for everybody's listening pleasure. Bob, I can't do it.
Ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said hump, trump, the boogie. Must be a Midwest thing.
I get tongue tied.
I used to listen to that before we'd go out for like football, baseball, and all that kind of stuff because that came out. Man, I think I was in high school when that song came out. Oh man,
I was at high school. I definitely remember it.
Oh yeah. Oh heck, I remember him popping on the scene. He was the first one that really kind of started that whole genre of like the hard rock rap type stuff. I mean, it was around before, but he made it popular. So
yeah, he made it popular.
But coming out way before him, though, you know, I've been looking over here and, you know, they're still over here talking about the whole Red Dawn scenario and things like that. You know, old MG, she's talking about how if anything ever happened, she'd have to run home here to Texas and arm up and all that kind of stuff. And I told her if she ran over here to Texas, I'd just pick her up and put her in my pocket, you know, because that's just when you see her, she's just so like cute and innocent and all that kind of stuff. You just want to pick her up and stick her in your pocket and just carry her around with you wherever you go type thing, you know. Yep. So with that being in mind, I figured this next song coming up would be a perfect song since I was thinking about that and I typed it in after I started thinking about it. Here is something that is a lot older than Kid Rock. Here is Eddie Money's Take Me Home Tonight.
Hunger, it's a hunger, tries to keep a man awake at night. Are you the answer? I sure wonder. Will I feel with my appetite? With all the power you're releasing, it isn't safe to walk the city streets alone. Anticipation is running through me. Let's find the key and turn this engine on. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like a running side. Be my little baby. Oh, oh, oh. I can't try to tell in those darkness. I can't promise I hate to sleep alone. I need some company. I'll call you an angel to keep the warm when the cold winds blow. I can feel you breathe. I can feel your heartbeat faster. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Be my little baby. Just like Ronnie said. I said it. Just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Baby, my darling. I feel a hunger. It's a hunger. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Take me home tonight. Be my darling. Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Be my little baby. Take me home tonight. I don't wanna let you go till you see the light.
A little bit of Eddie Money's Take Me Home Tonight. And Drew, we do see you. And for those of you who don't know, the last time we actually did Masticators Anonymous, we actually did have a t-shirt giveaway, which we will be doing again, probably on Wednesday night. Depending on what we got going on as far as the show goes. Because, I mean, with us being off for almost a month from the shows, we've probably got a lot to get through and a lot to talk about because there's been all kinds of crazy stuff going on in everybody's life. But, Drew, you're welcome for the T-shirt. He was able to get a Masticators Anonymous T-shirt by being the caller that we chose when he called in. I believe the caller number was 4 that night. We might move it around depending on how we feel. So if you're listening on Wednesdays to Masticators Anonymous, remember, we do t-shirt giveaways, so you may be lucky enough, if you're the right caller when we call out the caller number, to win a Masticators Anonymous t-shirt with my face, Lab's face, and of course, Rianne's face, which is actually the reason she's center on that t-shirt is because, well, I mean, look at me and Lab. You know, you wouldn't want us center on that t-shirt. That's just how that would work.
Definitely not. Glad you like the t-shirt there, Drew. All right, coming at you next, requested online, Sultans.
You feel a shiver in the dark, it's a rainy pitch far from me time. You don't live on yourself and you hold everything. And Blazing Rolling Dixon, Dolphin's face. I feel like that human race. Just let the S inside, but Jones don't choose too many faces. Coming home at a rain dirty house, down. The competition to Monday's blazing. The drummer on, to make it on sound. One down song, and one down song, long down town. You check a guitar, George. It's no chord. Then it's like on the left finger dancing like how you see. Another guitar is another canon. Guess another on, you like to see. And the honey doesn't mind, it does a shame. It's gonna time to job, and then it's gonna right. It kept like a dog, just like a thing. A seventh song, the feeling like the sound. Let the song time. Let the song turn, long on tongue. And the calling you're the boys stand around the corner. The guy that stayed background and the trouble soul. The stuff is getting done about as the planet been. And ready clever rock and rock and roll. When the song time, and when the song time, Creole. Creole. A little thin man stack right on my microphone. And the same that the jazz at the time I enjoy. The second of the field, not so time. And making by the way, and one might be. Well, the song time. And well, the songs are all sweet.
All right, a little Sultans of Swing. Yeah.
Gotta love those classics coming in like that.
I do. They're absolutely fantastic.
And between the two of us, I mean, we've got a very vast knowledge of music, different genres, different things. I mean, everybody that's here that's listening to us now should know by now, especially since, I mean, we've done this for quite a while now. Man, you've had 30 years of experience. I grew up with music, different genres, different classes, stuff like that. I mean, that's what makes these kind of things fun and entertaining, not just for the audience, but for us as well.
Absolutely. And it's good that we know the music, because then when somebody requests something, we go, oh, yeah, we know that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And sometimes we even know if we have it or not, because we probably looked it up once or twice before, even some of the more obscure stuff.
Absolutely.
But coming up next here on KLAI out of New Braunfels, Texas, the Laird is going to play something that is not obscure. This band has been hot for a few years now, especially in the rock and metal genre. Coming up next, we have Skillet as they start looking to the stars.
You spoke a word and life began. Told oceans where to start and where to end. You set in motion time and space. But still you come and you call to me by name. But still you come and you call to me by name. If you can know the stars in place, you can know my heart the same. Whenever I fall away, whenever I start to break. So here I am, let's stand up my heart to the one who holds the stars. The deepest depths, the darkest nights. Can't separate, can't keep me from your sight. I get so lost, forget my way. But still you love, and you don't forget my name. If you can know the stars in place, you can know my heart the same. Whenever I fall away, whenever I start to break. So here I am, let's stand up my heart. If you can come the raging sea, you can come the storm in me. You're never too far away, you never show up too late. So here I am, let's stand up my heart to the one who holds the stars. Your love has called me. What do I have to feel? What do I have to feel? Your love has called me. What do I have to feel? If you can know the stars in place, you can know my heart the same. Whenever I fall away, whenever I start to break. So here I am, let's stand up my heart. Let's stand up my heart. If you can come the raging sea, you can come the storm and rain. Never too far away. Left in a flower to the one who holds the stars. You're the one who holds the stars.
A little bit of Skillet Stars coming at you from KLAI here in New Braunfels, Texas. All kinds of good stuff coming up, folks. You know, we're going to be doing Dual DJ Live a lot more often. If you are looking at us through one of the social media apps, ignore the times that are on there. I have not updated the graphic yet. That was an oversight on my part because we will be moving those times back. It will now be at 10:30 Central. So that would be 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, and 8:30 Pacific. Is that correct? 8:30? Yep, that's correct.
That is correct.
Had to double check that and look at that. So, like I was saying, Tuesdays and Thursdays still, but now the times are going to be 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, and 8:30 Pacific. Make it a little bit more friendly for those of you folks on the West Coast without making it too difficult for those of you who are on the Eastern side to be able to catch us as we bring you all the music that you want on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We are going to be bringing back Masticators Anonymous with myself, Lab, and Rianne again on Wednesday nights. We will be bringing that at a new time. We will be getting with each other sometime, probably tomorrow, to kind of figure out what time we want to go at. If we cannot come to a time for this week, we will probably do that at the times we had been doing it before, which was 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 8:30 Mountain, and 7:30 Pacific. But if those times change, we will post that in time for everybody to be able to join us on Masticators Anonymous Wednesdays right here on all your favorite social media platforms and on the Haps app.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And coming up next, more online requested music. And I think this song just, verifies everything going on today. Ironic.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon, 2 minutes too late. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on your already paid. It's the good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it's figures? Used to play it safe, was afraid to fly. He packed his suitcase, kissed his kids goodbye. He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. As the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on your already paid. Good advice that you just didn't take. And who would have thought it figures? It's this funny word of saying about your body like everything's okay and everything's going right. Life is a funny way. Nobody asks why I make everything's going on. Everything goes up makes me the traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on your wedding day. It's the good advice, such a dusty day. And who would have thought this figure? And you make this funny word sneaking up on you. Make this funny, funny way of helping you out, helping you out.
All right, a little bit of ironic Alanis Morissette.
Good old Jagged Little Pill. You know, I know she had more albums, but man, it seemed like every single song she had on that album hit number one at some point in time, or at least top 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were all in the top 10. Most of them were number one.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there was all kinds of stuff that, I mean, she couldn't, I know she put out other albums, like I said, but to be honest, with that one album, she would have never had to do another one, and people would still know who she is.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah, everybody had a crush on
Yeah.
her. I mean, you can't help but to.
Oh, yeah, back then, back in those days, let's see now. And I actually just seen this one, but I remember, and it's funny because now you see things when you get older, you have kids and stuff like that. You see things start to come full circle, right? You've seen the heartthrobs and all that kind of stuff from when you were a kid are now starting to play those parent roles and things like that. So we were watching the Diary of the Wimpy Kid series, right?
Right.
And the first three, or I think it's actually the first four, but the first 3 or 4 movies is all the same family, right? Well, I think it was about 2 years ago they came out with another one to kind of like just to start a new series with it with different actors and all that, because all the other ones kind of outgrew the roles. And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the mom that's there, and I'm kind of like, God dang, she looks so familiar, because I hadn't seen her in anything in a long time. And then it hit me. It was Alicia Silverstone. And I remember when she was she was everywhere. Everybody had a crush on her. Everybody wanted to be with her. I mean, she was in seemed like every single movie, no matter what the movie was, she was in. And then, like I said, she just kind of disappeared for a little bit. And then I seen her show up in that movie, which is a Disney movie, I believe. And I was just kind of like, oh my God. And I'm still just kind of looking at her like, holy crap. You know?
That is awesome.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I remember I had a huge crush on her. I remember her playing Batgirl in that really crappy Batman movie with the Batman nipples and all that kind of stuff. I remember obviously her in Clueless. She even had a it's kind of like a thriller movie called Babysitter and stuff like that back in there. Oh my gosh. But anyways, but yeah, now she's showing up taking those older, you know, mom roles and all that kind of stuff. Of course, she's in her 40s now. Right. So it makes sense. But anyways, so coming up next here on KLAI, request coming in off of the Haps app. This is Kenny Rogers, The Gambler.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
All right, that was Kenny Rogers, the gambler. You know, I have a feeling that maybe Lab should actually play that one, seeing as how he is in Vegas, and that's where most used to be all the gamblers, but now a lot of states are making it legal, so including here in Texas. So I guess we can go ahead and play that even here in Texas. But you know what, Lab? We've been doing this for 2 hours, and you know what that means? 2 hours in, it's time for our sponsors.
Absolutely. Do you want to know about your future? A new job, money, or even love? Then you need to contact the Oracle. You can contact the Oracle on social media by typing in her name. Oracle downspace Darla. That's ORACLE downspace DARLA. Readings start at just $25. You can also contact the Oracle at oracledarla@gmail.com. So what are you waiting for? What do you have to lose? Find out the things you want to know by simply contacting the Oracle.
The pandemic provided a unique opportunity to stay home with my family to help keep them safe. Stepping away from healthcare and starting a small business made so much sense during these times. I never considered myself creative, and it held me back from really giving it a shot. And now, I find myself wishing I had tried much sooner. I'm hooked. We all have a maker within. We just have to let them out to stretch their legs. The Maker Within is an Oregon-based small business focused on handmade, custom creations. The Maker Within encompasses laser cutting, etching, engraving, custom vinyl work, HTV apparel, resin creations, handmade jewelry, and so much more. You can find it on the Etsy store. Just search it in the search engine. Or go to www.etsy.com/shop/the maker within. What a lovely word from our sponsors there, folks. And hey, just in case, yes, Lab and I are still doing those dual commercials. Remember, $50 and we will play your commercials on 2 radio stations here in KLAI, here in New Braunfels, Texas, and on KLAB out there in Las Vegas, Nevada, be able to reach a possibility of over 3 million people that listen on the Live 365 app. So if you are interested in putting up a commercial for your business, your cause, or maybe if you want to donate time to another commercial for those that you just want to keep hearing. If you want to, for example, sponsor MG Sermo commercial, if you want to sponsor Jenny G's project commercial for another couple months, guess what, folks? $50, we split it between us, and you will be able to have that commercial featured on 2 international, actually, radio stations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys, coming at you next. We got more online requested music. Only this time during the music, the video I'm going to play in the lower screen here is actually what $3 million will buy you here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's one of the mansions that Antonio and I just filmed this past week. And if you guys want the audio for it, well, you're going to have to go to the YouTube channel to get it. But here we go. How about some Scorpions, Wind of Change, and a bit of a mansion?
Follow the Moskva down to Gonky Park, listening to the wind of change. August summer night, soldiers passing by, listening to the wind of change. The world is closing in. Did you ever think that we could be so close, like brothers? The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere. I'm blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. Walking down the street, distant memories are buried in the past forever. Follow the Moskva down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children go straight into the face of time. Like a storm wind, then we ring the freedom bell for peace of mind. Then your body like I sing what my guitar wants to sing. To the magic of the moment on the glory night, where the children of tomorrow shall be free with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on the glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away. The wind of change.
All right.
So
Little
that's what $3 million can get you.
Yeah, absolutely. And the if I remember right, the lady that owns this house, she's a musician, also
Ooh.
a saxophone player. Very, very sweet woman. From somewhere just south of Russia, up in that area. But yeah, it was rather interesting, and we just filmed this one this past week. That's Antonio Snow right there, and I love going out filming all the drone footage, the beginning of it, and all the drone footage you see. That's typically me that's running that, but I absolutely have fun working with this guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what we need to do is we need to be able to finally book that, very lucrative Sirius XM contract, and that way Rianne and I can just purchase that house, because I seen it had like 8 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, something like that.
Yeah, it's it's extremely huge. Yeah, we could all just live in the same house. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
We just have one. Yeah, we just have, you get a wing, I get a wing, she gets a wing. Build a radio room somewhere in the center of it, and there we go.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, we just turned that whole living room area down there into a brand new radio studio. Host all the shows down there. Absolutely,
There we
do that.
go.
The other one here, which I filmed this too. I'm gonna pop it back up. So I ran all the drone footage, but this is a $1.1 million house. This one I got to be honest, I like this one over the $3 million house. I really did. And when you see inside,
Really?
you'll know why. Like, I like the kitchen in this one much better too. Plus, it had an outdoor barbecue, and that was a bonus.
I just like the outside of it already. Hey, this is way off subject, and I know we're talking about the house. Hey, look at that. I like that backsplash they got there.
Right? I mean, it's just fantastic. I was like, I don't, you have that room as the formal dining room, but then you had that huge dining space in the kitchen. And I was like, I could turn that into a radio room real fast.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, look at what I've done with a closet.
Right?
Could you imagine if I had some actual room?
Yeah. We don't need formal dining. We need formal radio.
The only thing that sucks is they do have that cox cable.
Yeah, but you know what? It has perfect open area, so we can get around for satellite and a good T3 connection. And getting a T3
There we
connection,
go.
that's the bomb.
Oh yeah.
That's what we really need.
Oh yeah. See, I like the walk up on this one.
Yeah, the walk up on this.
Of course,
one
I'm more of an earth,
right? And even this
like
room
I was saying,
here
I'm more of an earth guy, anyways.
right. Nice little office in the front area. It's not bad. 6 bedrooms, 7 bath, 4,800 over 4,800 square feet. That's not bad. 6 bedrooms, 7 bath, that could handle us, all 3 of us, easy. Spouses, kids.
Oh yeah, big time.
Everything.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, folks. So, do not, and I mean, do not forget that Wednesdays we are bringing back Masticators Anonymous, and that's something that we all enjoy. I know that you folks enjoy it. Nice little comedy show right there in the middle of the week. Like I said earlier, we're going to discuss possibly bringing that back at a new time, maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll just have to get with each other and see what's going on with that. And we will let you guys know, keep you posted on that. Coming up next over here on KLAI, we have something that'll take us to the end of our night tonight, coming in as a online White Lightning. If I can get the mouse over there. Come on, mouse. There it goes.
get what you're looking for. You never laugh about it. Never. Oh, he's coming to claim you. Oh, go ahead and hide away. You dance to danger. Oh, you gotta run away. Oh, dance where the dead meets me. It's a one-way ride. There's nowhere to such a lonely road to ride. It's not easy when you don't know why. Such a heavy road to ride. You never leave no matter how you try. He's coming to claim you. Go away, hide away. Oh, you dance to danger. Oh, you gotta run away. It's where the dead meets me. It's a one-way ride. There's nowhere to hide. You can feel it. It's so dangerous.
All right, folks, that was Def Leppard with White Lightning from their Adrenalize album. All right, folks, well, this was a short one, but keep in mind, this is a Monday special edition that we did for for Dual DJ Live. Masticators Anonymous will be back on Wednesdays at a new time. We will let you know. We may do it at the same time this week. Once again, that's something that Lab and I are going to get with Rianne tomorrow about, and we will put it out there as to when we will be doing it. But for those of you who are still listening out there on KLAI, KLAB, and HAPS TV, plus any of the other social networks that we are on, keep a lookout for that. You'll see the times, plenty of time to be able to adjust your schedule so that you may tune in for Masticators Anonymous. Tomorrow night, Lab, you think we'll do Dual DJ tomorrow night, or we want to take tomorrow night off since we did this on a Monday this week?
We might as well take tomorrow night off. I know I'm going to be filming quite a bit tomorrow. Not sure how long it's going to run, but hopefully not too late. I do like sleep.
All right, folks. You heard it right there. Tomorrow night, we will not be doing Dual DJ Live. We'll be back with Dual DJ Live on Thursday at 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central, 9:30 Mountain, 8:30 Pacific, right here on your favorite social media app. And if you want to tune in, go to haps.tv. That's HAPPS.tv. Look for the Laird and look for Lab. And we we'll be able to show you what we look like, what we do, and you'll be able to partake in some of the puppets and other visual antics that we do while we're here. Let's see.
Absolutely.
But anyways, folks,
Antics.
that is going to, yeah, there's a lot of antics, especially when we get the puppets involved.
Oh, yeah.
Although we didn't bring in my favorite puppet, you know, we might have to bring in Trip on Thursday. I like messing with Trip.
For sure.
But
Yeah, he is fun to
anyways, folks, that will do it for us tonight here on Dual DJ Live. Okay, that will do it for us tonight here on Dual DJ Live. We will be back with Rianne on Wednesday night. Like I said, watch your social media for the updates on if those times will change, and we will let you know when we are coming at you with Masticators Anonymous live on Wednesday. Until then, this is the Laird with KLAI out of New Braunfels, Texas.
And I'm the Lab with KLAB out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Have a good evening, folks, and we will see you on Wednesday.
Nighty night.